Hello, this is Brent with Southeast Radar up here in Juneau, Alaska. I have a Furuno scanner. It's an RSB-0087 that had a drive belt problem. And I just wanted to do a quick little video. There seems to be a lot of problems with these out there, and there were no videos available. So anyway, if this will help anybody out, that would be good. This is a Model 1712 radar system. It's 2.2 kilowatt, 18-inch dome. And the complaint is the belt keeps falling off. What will happen is the belt will ride up and disconnect, and it will not turn the array. And like I said, I saw this in numerous forums, and there's a few different ideas as to how to fix it, but this is a widespread problem across the 16 and 1700 model radars. So this belt, it's a timing belt. It's got 230 teeth on it. And if you look at the amount of connection here across these gears, there's quite a bit. So tension's not quite as big a deal as you would think. So keep that in mind. Basically, if you're going to change out this belt, what you need to do is you have to pull this array and the rotary joint off. You have 4 screws right here, and on the back side there's 2 more that you basically come in here through, pull them off, and this will come off. You might have to pull up on it a little bit. Don't get too rough with it, but it'll come out, and basically you'll drop your new belt in, pull your old belt out, and just put those 4 screws back in, make sure it goes flush, and that'll at least have the belt in there. Next we have the actual drive motor, which is here, and you got 2 screws and a gear, and this gear has a little Allen screw so you can adjust it. It sits right there. That's your adjustment, and you can set it higher or lower. I've got it on the lowest setting. It seems to work fine. Basically, when you go to tension this thing, you will loosen these 2 screws, the shiny screws, and just you can take a screwdriver or something and prise it a little bit, and then screw it down. And the reason you don't want to put any tension on this thing is because it's going to draw the top of this inwards, and it's gonna draw this rotary joint inwards as well, and it's gonna have a tendency to lift that belt up, right? And you can see that if you do tension this thing, and most people want to tighten this belt, it's just going to basically pop off of it. So I would encourage you to minimize the tension on this belt. And what you're going to find is it's not uniform. In some places it's going to be taut, and then in others it's going to be somewhat loose. So this is not, see how firm that is? It varies a little bit. This unit's been taken apart a few times, so it's not perfect, and I don't think the customer wants to rebuild it to that degree. So I've tried to find the middle of the road, and I've tried to bias it to where it wants to go more downwards rather than up. One of the problems with that is these stepper motors don't have a whole lot of torque. So what I've kind of gleaned off the forums is to take a little bit of silicone grease and put on the lips of these two points, which will minimize the friction, and hopefully your motor will be able to drive it. There's no real easy fix for these, but this is the best I could get it right here, and it seems to be a pretty good middle of the road. The belt's not riding high, it's not dragging real hard on anything. Actually, it's sitting within the teeth fully right now. Now as the tension lessens, perhaps it may drag a little more, but as of right now, it seems to be doing well. So anyway, I just wanted to let you know about that. One thing I would recommend is when you do these, when you put these belts on and you adjust everything, don't forget to tighten down this Allen screw right here. A lot of people do that apparently, from what I've read, and it causes problems. So tighten that down. Don't over torque it, but tighten it down. And then once you've made all your adjustments and you like where it's at, take your array and spin it 15 or 20 times, right? And it may seem a little excessive, but this is going to kind of put that belt where it wants to really go. And then you can see, is it riding where you want it to be? Ideally, it would be in the middle, but I could not get mine to the middle without modification, and I'm not going to modify these components. It's just too labor intensive, and I don't know that it would be that beneficial. But make sure that you're not rubbing on surfaces. Anyway, that's about it. Make sure you tighten everything down good, and hopefully this will help you with your radar issues. Thank you for watching. Take care.